In the quiet little town of Sunnyvale lived a cat named Mittens. Now, Mittens wasn't your average adventurous feline. His passions were simple: sunbathing, napping in inconvenient places. And judging the questionable life choices of the neighborhood squirrels, he was a cat of leisure. A connoisseur of comfort, and the absolute last creature you'd ever peg as a hero. His biggest battle of the day was usually deciding which windowsill offered the optimal sun-to-shade ratio. One Tuesday afternoon, as Mittens was deeply engaged in a nap on his human's favorite armchair, a strange sound pierced the air. It wasn't the familiar jingle of the mail carrier or the annoying chirp of a distant bird. It was a faint, desperate squeaking. Mittens twitched an ear, annoyed. He tried to burrow deeper into the cushion, hoping the sound would just go away, but it didn't. It grew louder, more insistent, with a sigh that could rival a disgruntled old man. Mittens cracked open one golden eye. Heroics. Adventure, no. Thank you, he was off the clock, permanently. But the squeaking continued, pulling at some long-forgotten instinct buried deep beneath layers of fluff and laziness. Reluctantly, he stretched, arching his back in a move of pure theatrical protest, and hopped off the chair. He followed the sound, his paws padding silently across the floor. It led into the back door, and then outside, towards the old oak tree at the edge of the yard. There, at the base of the massive trunk, was the source of the commotion, a tiny, fluffy duckling, all alone, chirping its little heart out. It had somehow gotten separated from its family. Mittens stared, the duckling stared back. Its tiny beak opening and closing in a silent plea, Mittens looked around. No mother duck. No siblings, just a small, noisy fluff ball. His first thought was, not my problem. He turned to leave, ready to reclaim his throne on the armchair. But then he glanced back. The duckling looked so small, so helpless. A flicker of something. Well, something other than apathy. Stirred within him. With another world-weary sigh, he made a decision. He didn't do anything dramatic. He simply sat down a few feet away from the duckling. He wasn't going to carry it or nudge it. That was far too much effort. He was just going to supervise. He sat there like a furry, unimpressed security guard, his tail twitching occasionally. He watched as the duckling waddled around in small circles. Its peeps growing softer, hours passed, the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink. Mittens' stomach rumbled. Dinner time was approaching, and his commitment to this strange, feathered creature was starting to seriously interfere with his eating schedule. Just as he was about to give up and head back inside for his kibble, he heard it. A series of loud, frantic quacks coming from the direction of the nearby pond. The little duckling heard it too and immediately perked up, chirping with renewed vigor. A moment later, a frantic mother duck came waddling through the bushes, her eyes wide with panic. She spotted her lost baby, and a chorus of relieved quacks and peeps filled the air. The little duckling scurried over to its mom, and the reunited family quickly disappeared back towards the water. Mittens watched them go, a strange feeling settling in his chest. He hadn't fought a dragon or saved a kingdom. He had just sat there. But as he turned and walked back to his house, the setting sun casting his long shadow, he felt a little different. He was still Mittens, the king of naps and the master of sunbeams. But now he was also Mittens, the reluctant guardian of lost ducklings. He reached the back door, gave it a demanding meow, and trotted inside, heading straight for his food bowl. He was a hero, after all, and heroes deserve an extra scoop of dinner. Thanks for watching our story today. If you love tales about unlikely heroes, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. We'll see you in the next video.